Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said that the United States is using the dollar as an aggressive weapon in the world economy in order to preserve its hegemony during an interview in Moscow on November 2nd.
The dollar is increasingly being used as such an aggressive weapon in the world economy, and no one knows who will be next. No one is immune to such arbitrary use of the dollar, given the United States is in such a desperate position in today's world, where it feels that hegemony is slipping away. It will not slip away quickly, of course, but for a long time. But the US wants to use everything, including the most forbidden methods, to preserve this hegemony.
Addressing the last BRICS summit in Kazan, Lavrov noted that the declaration adopted during the event enshrined an approach that requires respect for the UN Charter principles in their entirety to resolve the Ukrainian conflict.
The Kazan Summit Declaration, for the first time in relation to the Ukrainian crisis, has consolidated an approach that requires respect for the principles of the UN Charter in their entirety. I believe this is one of our major political achievements at this event, especially given the fact that respected, influential, fast-growing, and politically active countries signed up to this declaration.
The foreign minister also stressed that the declaration backed the need to significantly increase the share of the countries of the Global South and the Global East in global governance mechanisms.
A more equitable representation of the Global South and Global East in the mechanisms of global governance also includes, of course, reform of the UN, first and foremost the Security Council. Here we have clearly reaffirmed our position. We exclusively support increased representation of the countries of Asia, Africa, and Latin America, because the West is already unjustly represented there.
The 16th BRICS Summit took place on October 22nd, 2024. World leaders from more than 20 countries, with delegations from over 30 nations, attended one of the major economic, political, and cultural events of the decade. At the end of the BRICS leaders' meeting, they signed the Kazan Declaration on Future Cooperation, while Thursday's BRICS Plus outreach session included partner countries and organizations. Russia has chaired BRICS since January 1st, 2024. The group expanded this year, taking on new members to grow in both size and influence, now covering nearly half the world's population and a third of the global economy. After the BRICS summit, Putin had also shared a similar sentiment for dollar during a meeting with the press.
What did the world's leading economies do? They abused their exclusive position in global finance, both the dollar and the euro. They printed and swept away like a vacuum cleaner the most essential goods from the market.